Hey guys, welcome to this Space Tour video. I'm doing it a little differently today. I'm not gonna wave at you guys right now because, yeah, this is the base. I'm on PS5. This is the base I've been working on. It started on PS4, um, but that's the size of it. We're out here in 256, or whatever, however you pronounce the galaxy, the portal coordinates in there. It's like I said, 256 galaxy. Close to the core, I believe. Um, I saw this. I wanted to build out of the water, and I saw archive builds and stuff and what people are doing, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I see my PS5. That's how big my build is. Um, and I saw this, and I'm like, hey, that would work. That could work, and I have some ideas. I'm just gonna land in here. The this is it's a big base. It it doesn't like rendering, and I can't fly. Sorry, I'm talking. All right. So, when you come in here, there is no connection between this base and the archive below. Um, I was gonna do a teleport system, SRT. Eh, the problem is, I wanted to. You have to do. You got to do a. What are they called? I'm gonna pull it in the air. It's kind of loud in here. Um, you have to do it in as a ladder system, and uh, if you've ever built around these systems, they're black holes. You can put parts into these systems. I just did with the wire at a base I'm building now, and they'll be gone forever. Like I can't get to, I cannot connect this wire that I'm working on. So this this stuff over here, it's like when I put the base computer right there, I had to make sure that I could pull it back and move it and stuff. It was an experience, because they're not they're you can put them there and they're for good. So yeah, so this is the base. Now it looks like a Loki base. This is actually, oh God, 5 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago, I had the I had an urge to do a 192 ring. I did there are pictures and video on my channel about a double 192 that I did at the junction spot where I have the inverted landing pad base with the inverted corridors and such. That spot had a 192 originally, um, and then Frontiers dropped, and my math was wrong, so I had to redo all that stuff. I did a I had a framework for a 192 at um, my base with the enlarged dome. Um, I decided against putting the 192 in because it was going to be too busy. Uh, that base is enough as it is. Um, and so I came out here. I'm like, well, I don't want to do a 192. It's a lot of work. Um, it's a lot of work. Um, I don't, even if you're going to do the circle method, I would use a dome if I were to do it. And you got to go, you have to do two domes, and then it's work. So, and I said, well, I've been using these uh, cylinders, water chambers. I'm like, okay. Well, a water chamber is three cuboids, right? So this is a 64 right here. Okay, 64. And I've done plenty of these. Right, it's the Loki standard. So three of them is here. So this is a 192 size. So this is the size of a 192 rig. So if you're going to do a 192, this is how big it would be. The nice thing with the water chambers using the angled windows to open them is I had space to move them in and out. I don't have that on. When you're doing a ring, you don't have that. Um, uh, a gentleman in the Beeple group, Caramba, he did a freighter uh, ring, and I thought it was going to be simple. You know, I'm the guy that does rings. It wasn't simple. The way he did the ring, he did a 128, and he worked we've always believed it's the angle between the. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. We've always believed, and we don't know this for a fact because um, Hello Games won't tell us. But we've always believed that it's the mark in the center, right? That line in the center and the outside edge, right? They have to connect for them to open, whether it's a cuboid, whether it's a cylinder, water chamber, any of the other corridors, angled corridors, quad corridors, whatever you use, that has to be the same. The nice thing is I use wires, and it doesn't matter what I put. I can when I'm building the ring, I could use whatever pieces I want in the prefab cuboid menu. So anyway, long story short, he didn't do that. So we're in a little bit limbo land trying to. He has a method that works, but it's not the way I build. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that we can make it out of a 64 ring. This is 3 times the length of the 64, 192 size, but it's a 64 water chamber. This is an unusual base. It's one of the very few times that I've used batteries, because we're up high. Like I would need 2 wires, 3 wires just to get up here. So I decided to bite the bullet and use power. Are they in here? Yeah. There are solar panels and batteries in some of these corridors, in some of these cuboids here. Every water chamber has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 floors, pavers. There's no pavers under the cuboids because they're not needed. And it has 2 parts for the windows, and it has the vegetation, which is why it renders like crap. And it's so big, like I said, this is a PlayStation 5, and if I were to try to see the other side of the base, right now it wouldn't let me see. You can see it over there. It's not there. Or maybe it is. It's just one of those things. So this is the outside ring. This is why I built it. This is the thing. I'm not going to walk all the way around it, but this is just to give that idea. That's what I did with the 192. Is the same thing. I loved having that the distance, right? The experience of walking through the glass and water. In this here, I have 2. This is down the center. It's the same idea, just extended towards the center. I didn't want to use it. It's interesting. On the PS4, you didn't see the smoke. This is just an artistic way I went around. The gray and the other side's yellow. Have different plant vegetation. Again, I used flooring here. Snap the walls in so that you had gives you a little height difference with the enlarged vegetation. Yeah, just a little idea there. I free placed these. On the garden base, I didn't free place them. I actually glitched them in with a system, but yeah, I free plays those. It's just so simple thing. So this is a 64. Under the 64, it's full floors, so they overlap each other. Um, but I wanted to do it outside since I'm not in water. I have that option, which is nice. It was interesting to do this. Now I'm going to go up here. Every landing pad, there's 6 landing pads, has the same idea coming up here to the ring, and the centerpiece is what I was trying to struggle with. And I talked with Honra about it and other stuff, other people. Um, the centerpiece, I wanted it to have I wanted it to feel like something that, well, we're on top of an archive, right? So I was playing around, and the domes obviously glitched, or not glitched, they clicked to the water chambers, and I opened them up and I added the whatever that part is, the light, and it gives it like a look of lighthouse. Okay, and then in the center here, I was gonna do a whole bunch of different things. I was gonna continue the market feel from down there. I was gonna bring it up to here, which is kind of awkward because they got their own parts and stuff. But anyway, um, I didn't like it. Then I wanted to do a 8 opened water chamber. So you have the water chamber in the center where this is, and instead of what's there, there'd been a water chamber with 8 openings to it. I wanted to show that off. I wanted to show that experience, that thing, because I hadn't done it before. I've used it a lot in different things, but I've never showed it off. And I decided against it. Just on a side note of that, there is a video up on my short tutorial on how I do it. Because a gentleman on YouTube he did 2 45s. He did he did 2 or 2 the cylinder. I don't even know what the parts are called, the cylinders, and he put them at 45 degrees and he had them on top of each other, and that's how he got the 8 passageways coming off. And I just said it's a much easier way to do it. I showed him that's what that video is. It's actually done on this base at one of the landing pads. See how you can't even see? It's not even rendered in. Anyway, side note. And then I decided, you know what? I don't want to do that. I wanted to do something different. I wanted there. So I stuck some walls on the end of the corridors. This was flat at the time. It's angled slightly. It's actually a very slight angle. It was flat, and I put in these are the old metal parts, and then I built up, put the light on top to give it the look of the lighthouse, added some vegetation in, so when I come into that's my view, and I look out over top of where we just were. Added 2 of these rooms here, just some simple little, this is a computer room for the control room, and this is like in the relaxation room. And the other is like every 4 corridors just go straight, and then there's 2 here that have this type of idea. Very, very simple, right? Just, I'm not a decorator. I build for experience. Like, oh, you get to walk through a 192 sized ring. That's what I do. You get to walk through water. You get to experience bases of water. You get to land upside down, whatever it is. That's what I build for. I just don't have. I lose interest really, really quickly when I start to decorate. Yeah, but this is like I said, PS5, and yeah, base is not rendered in. It's just the way it is. It's how big I build. Then there's lots of parts on this one. I have yet to reach the build limit because, like I said, I don't like decorating. But yeah, there's electrical components inside these. Anyway, so that's the base. Very, very simple base. You're welcome to come out and take a look at it. Like I said, it's on top of the archive. So if you come out, you'll see the base computer. Whether it renders in right away or not, who knows, right? But it's been uploaded a couple of times now since I've been here just to make sure. And yeah, you're more than welcome to come out and take a look. Thanks for watching. Where's the thing here? And have a great day.